heart stops. 2 full minutes. They're pumping my chest, nothing.
Pump, pump.
They're pumping my chest, nothing. 3rd time, the pistons start firing. Doctors tell me it's a miracle I'm alive.
Miracle, miracle.
Doctors tell me it's a miracle I'm alive.
Will ensure a better educated workforce for decades to come and will reinforce America's
Reinforce, reinforce.
and will reinforce America's
Right under the radar until he officially announces. In fact, we're not even working out of my office until that happens.
Where are you working from?
The basement of my house.
Basement, basement.
Where are you working from?
The basement of my house.
So,
He's inexperienced.
yes, and he's urban-based. I don't know if he'll connect with rural voters.
Look, frankly, that's one of my concerns as well.
Frankly, frankly.
Look, frankly, that's one of my concerns as well.
Congressman Underwood?
Miss Barnes, I was under the impression you...
Impression, impression.
Miss Barnes, I was under the impression you...
Who or what's controlling them, I don't know.
I don't believe in God. Heaven, hell, none of it.
Heaven, heaven.
Heaven, hell, none of it.
But it's not for your election. We can hit up the usual suspects in New York and California.
Walter, how vulnerable are we?
Vulnerable, vulnerable.
Walter, how vulnerable are we?
5,000 jobs into Peters districts over the next 3 years.
We have a draft of the bill completed. Peter's in the process of securing co-sponsors.
Secure, secure.
Peter's in the process of securing co-sponsors.
I can see your security guy.
Meacham?
He's cute.
Cute, cute.
He's cute.
He's going to run for governor. Fill Matthews' seat. It's an exclusive profile.
Exclusive, exclusive.
It's an exclusive profile. It's an exclusive profile.
With someone no one's ever heard of. What's the angle?
Angle, angle.
What's the angle?
It's too easy for people to link me as your source. It's dangerous.
I don't benefit from handing out headlines to other people.
Headline, headline.
I don't benefit from handing out headlines to other people.
After my divorce, I took a trip to Thailand.
Divorce, divorce.
After my divorce, I took a trip to Thailand. It was about opium, speed, some smack.
Powder or needles?
Both.
Needle, needle.
Powder or needles?
Both. Just once.
Any scars on your arm?
No, it was mainly into cocaine.
Cocaine, cocaine.
No, it was mainly into cocaine.
If I can get under his skin in less than an hour, how do you think he'll hold up under the press? It'll be a turkey shoot.
Turkey, turkey.
It'll be a turkey shoot.
From the very beginning, I said this was the plan. You agreed to it.
I didn't think it through.
We have to tackle this head on, or
Tackle, tackle.
we have to tackle this head on, or... What's going on with all the little sculptures?
Sculpture, sculpture.
What's going on with all the little sculptures? You. Standing in front of the refrigerator.
Refrigerator, refrigerator.
Standing in front of the refrigerator.
He's got this sort of anti-establishment fuck you attitude. Conventional news bores her, but
Conventional, conventional.
conventional news bores her, but
In fact, he said it'd be fine if you wanted to take the next 6 months off.
What?
I want you to be deputy campaign manager.
Deputy, deputy.
I want you to be deputy campaign manager.
Then maybe it's a good thing. Confronting your past, even for your kids.
Confront. Confront.
Confronting your past, even for your kids.
So she really wants this.
That's the impression I got.
What about ego? I don't need to be dealing with a diva.
She's not a diva. She's an award-winning journalist.
Award. Award.
She's not a diva. She's an award-winning journalist.
You told me she treated you like shit.
There was some friction.
So why are you going to bat for her?
Bat. Bat.
So why are you going to bat for her? She's so old gun. Everything's by the book. There's no bite to it.
She told me about a profile she's working on.
Profile. Profile.
She told me about a profile she's working on.
Kind of place. Nice place. Safe place until we can figure out something permanent.
Permanent. Permanent.
Safe place until we can figure out something permanent.
Again, sweep the rest under the rug, you might have a shot.
How much do we have to sweep under?
Sweep. Sweep.
How much do we have to sweep under?
Well, that kid had a talent for covering his tracks. I've highlighted all the items I think you should admit.
Highlight. Highlight.
I've highlighted all the items I think you should admit.
So that just leaves Claiborne and Price?
With Jennings on the fence.
Fence. Fence.
With Jennings on the fence.
Do you know where I put my purse?
Purse. Purse.
Do you know where I put my purse?
Did you make those? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry. I just...
Oh, this I've been fooling around with it a little bit.
Okay.
Fool. Fool.
Oh, this I've been fooling around with it a little bit.
Okay.
People love an underdog, Linda, and people love someone who stands up after they've fallen. Combine those two, it's a very powerful narrative.
Narrative. Narrative.
Combine those two, it's a very powerful narrative. But if I didn't, Linda would have swayed him. There's no better way to overpower a trickle of doubt than with a flood of naked truth.
Flood. Flood.
Than with a flood of naked truth. Than with a flood of naked truth. This is why the education bill was so important. It bought me influence precisely when I needed it most.
Precisely. Precisely.
It bought me influence precisely when I needed it most.
Yeah, I won't go into too many specifics other than to say I've had a few minor brushes with...
Brush. Brush.
Other than to say I've had a few minor brushes with...
Under what circumstances?
Occasional social gatherings. That's the most I'll say.
Occasional. Occasional.
Occasional social gatherings. That's the most I'll say.
Lucas, I'm really flattered.
Flatter. Flatter.
I'm really flattered. So anytime I see a cockroach or a spider or whatever, I try and trap it, and then I leave it by his door.
Well, you really ought to get your parents to let you borrow some money.
Borrow. Borrow.
Well, you really ought to get your parents to let you borrow some money. There's so little she'll ever reveal to me, or I to her. I bet her father knows even less.
Bet. Bet.
I bet her father knows even less.